The other day, I got a phone call and their voice on the other end of the phone said, Andania. I gotta tell you something, but don't worry about what I'm gonna tell you. Well, ultimately, my worry was kid, and that was my first response. I thought of my gosh, what do I have to worry about? You see, that's what happens sometimes. Our worry ultimately kicks in without us even now. With Jesus' worry, when a concern or a care comes into our life. Now this particular problem was not hacked, it was monumental. But it was a problem all the same. It was something that needed to be resolved. So I had to pause for a moment and make a decision. Was I going to let this concern overtake me, cause my mind to just spin out of control, dread and worry until the problem has resolved itself? Was I gonna run my entire day because of this concern? Or was I going to say, God, you God, help me with this situation? God, if God to present this to you, you know everything about me. You said you'd fight my battles for me. No, God, I'm giving this to you, and I'm going to try to rest and hear everything you would want me to hear from you. You see, we have to make this choice. How are we going to handle this thing called worry? Are we going to just work it in our mind? You know, sometimes when I worry, it's like I'm really doing something. I'm just working it in my mind. I heard worry was a lot like sitting in our rocking chair. You are doing something, but is getting you now here. We are just working it in our minds. And that's so unproductive. My question today is how you handling worry. Because how we handle worry and stress, it's gonna make all the difference in our life. There's two sisters in the Bible named Mary and Martha. You can find their story in Luke. Mary and Martha, two sisters. They had a brother. They were absolutely from what the scars say well to the people. So they have a lot going on in their life. They had moment 2 minutes. They had a home 2 minutes. They had a lot of things happening. One day, Jesus came to their home. He was going to stay with him. He was going to fellowship with them. I'm sure they were so excited. I'm sure that everybody in the town now, hey, Jesus is coming off to my house because this way a very important person. So I'm sure they were getting everything just perfect for Jesus. Jesus came to their home as they were fellowshipping and as they were everything. Jesus noticed something about Martha. She was busy around. She was walking it, and he said to her, Martha, Martha, why are you so anxious and troubled about so many things? You see, he had observed Martha as the reader in this home. He saw how she was handling all that to-do that was going on. But in contrast, here, sister, man. Now Mary would have as much responsibility as Martha did, but Mary said, I'm gonna take this opportunity when all my business and all the concerns that I have to just linger here with Jesus because he has at my house today. I want to sit at his feet. I'm gonna pour out my heart to him so we can pour in his truths to me. You see, Martha was so disturbed that her sister would love the Odyssey to sit at the feet of Jesus when there was too so much to do that. She said, Jesus, you need to tell my sister to come help me. She needs to get up and she needs to get in this kitchen. There's the emails to answer. There's stuff on the stove. The kids ready be taken care of. There's a bunch of stuff to do, and she needs to get up and she needs to help me. Can you believe she would even say that to hear quotes of Hannah? He said to her, Mary is chosen the one important thing. She's chosen that one thing. She's chosen the better way. Now let me just tell you this right now. He said there's one important thing. There's a better way. Now he was very much aware of the legitimate concerns that this woman had. The Bible say that Jesus said in this world, you're gonna have trouble, you're gonna have worship, you're gonna have some things that come against you, but be of God cheer. I have already overcome. The word here of God cheer, if already overcome the Lord. I guess when you look at scripture, you can say easy, feel you to say Jesus, your God. I still have the troubles and this concerns, but this is what he was saying. He was saying that you should take your responsibility seriously. He was saying that there's legitimately things to be done. He was saying there's one important thing, and it's the better way. What the was saying is, and this concern all this crisis, you needed to come hang around at my feet, lingers in my presence. They're gonna help you get through. That's the better way you handle worry and stress. Handle worry and stress. See, I believe that Mary somehow figured out the better way she did it was that she did sign. Care Mary said, look, this is my chance right now too. empty out the constraints and to pack in, and that God is. You see, that's the better way. Have you ever planned a birthday party or a holiday celebration at your house or some catering, and you are so straight out that you make your own self miserable, and maybe some of your friends and family as well? There's a better way to handle the stress of life. The word worry comes from an old English word in the 1500s that means to strangle. To strangle! I think that's an amazing interpretation of that word, because worry and stress literally cooks the fun out of life. It literally pressures us in every relationship that we have. It stress our say. Think about Jesus was at Martha's house. She couldn't even enjoy the fact that Jesus was there, the whole beauty of the moment. She couldn't calm down, relax, and be peaceful. She allowed the stress that was going on in her mind to strain the relationship. Her own sister. She was an attitude that saying what does anything but your personality. It changes your disposition. It doesn't make the situation better. Actually, it makes the situation worse. Do what you got of a whole box of balloons to release the words and the care, because Jesus will sustain you when release it to Him. Listen if you feel pleasure. The strangle hold of worry coming on you, even if it's automatic, press the pause button. Let's be like Mary. Once again, let's be like Mary. Let's take a lesson from this moment and let's sit at this. Let's have here there for a while. Let's empty out the concerns so that we'll have room to receive its goodness. He talks forward as His wisdom. His joy listening with is only gonna weigh you down. But when you let it get to Him, all things can be new again. Amen.